G'day guys, Ninja and Das.
G'day.
I'm going to do a little maintenance session on Das's lower leg, so around the Achilles, the heel, around that area.
Yeah, the calf. Yep.
So it's been ongoing, hasn't it? So we've been trying to really fix it and not let it go and get to the point where it's affecting your performance. That's the thing. We don't want you to have time off or anything like that. So so we're getting into it. Tell us about your calf, man. We've had a bit of history. People that might not have seen this before or seen you, what's going on?
Yeah, so it's just, it was actually 12 months ago we found out because a photo popped up. It was March last year. We're in April now, so 13 months. Oh, that's really good already. But injured my ankle just at footy training, and I did a good enough job. I did a few different ligaments. I did the lateral ligaments, the medial ligaments, and some bone bruising. And it's just, I just get tight in my calf because of it. I've rehabbed it, but I'm constantly working on it. And playing footy, running around in footy boots, the uneven surfaces, the multi-directional movements in the game, and the tackling and landing on it and jumping, it's quite impactful on it. So it just ends up a little bit tight and sore. And I'm going to use the great man Ninja just to get in there. The resources that we have here at MMT of getting to treat each other and
on the spot calf treatment and let you in on it.
So he's like, this is for Patreono.
$50 tier.
goal again, 1.5.
Big boobies.
Ninja likes big boobies. Yeah! He's the goal. Here it is, 3.5 minutes, 10-1.
Oh, you're right on it there. But I'm constantly pushing my own thumbs into it and foam rolling, getting on the ball and releasing it and doing some calf raises and some ankle stability work. But nothing beats getting one-on-one treatment, getting someone to just go deep, especially our style that's just like therapeutic but painful but needed, and just it's effective, works best for me. So let's film it, have a chat. Talk to me about this water. Where have you got your water from? That's something that a lot of people are blind to, drinking tap water still.
So spring water. And I know if it's been tested recently, but when I first started going up to this spring, it's about 100 kilometres from Melbourne, the city, out at east, a place called Mount Donabuang. So when I was getting into this about 13 years ago, there was a website you can go, within 20 minutes of every major city in the world, there is natural springs. And you go a little bit further, you can kind of find them. So, but you can kind of go to a website called Find a Spring, and you can find the nearest spring to you. And so what happens is, apparently there's more water inside the earth than there is on the planet. So there's a shitload of water inside it, and it's amazingly 24/7 there's springs that just water's coming out of them, you know. And it's what it does, like goes through all the different rock sediments and things like that, so it mineralizes it, but it also can, if it goes through like charcoal, kind of stuff, where it draws impurities out of it as well. So it comes up through, it's kind of been filtered in a way already, but when it comes out into the atmosphere, it kisses the atmosphere, so it gets the air for the first time. Electrical charge is put into the water, so it makes it a living water. Okay, so that's the thing. If you can drink water as it comes out, which I do when I go up there, it just comes out cold and clean, and it's got electrical charge, and that hydrates you even better. So it gives you that life force. So but hasn't been treated at all. So as long as there isn't kind of somebody polluting the ground around it, putting chemicals and all that kind of stuff into it that seeps into the ground, the water will be really clean. So that's it. I like venturing up, and you can see there I've got glass bottles. So I just went and bought a bunch of glass bottles from a brewing shop where you can kind of get stuff for where they put wine in. So it's wine storage. So so you get glass, so it's not going to contaminate your water where plastics can. that microplastics leach into the water. So so you get yourself some glass bottles and find a spring and go on little monthly adventures and collect some water, harvest some water.
Yeah.
Harvest the wisdom that comes from Mother Planet, Mother Earth.
Mother Nature.
Yeah, that's it. She knows how to, service us, heal us and service us. So we're kind of nourished and happy and vital, which is it's a good thing. So a lot of us on the planet aren't optimal health. We've kind of got chronic illnesses or chronic pains and things like that. And we're part of our mission is to remedy that, kind of get people out of pain with our bodywork stuff, but also kind of talk about how to not get the illnesses as well that is inflicting 90% of our population if you kind of take on what they're talking about in podcasts and things like that. I've been listening to this sort of stuff for, last 30 years, and people were talking about chronic disease in 1900 and they'd be having kittens if they could see how healthy's going these days, so it's we're getting worse. So I think 70% of the US population is overweight or obese. So it's not a good thing, when you're kind of carrying extra pounds, you can't move around as well as you'd like. You can't do the things that you'd like to do. You just don't have that. It's just dead weight, really, isn't it? We're carrying around, and with that comes a lot of inflammation and diseases start to kind of accumulate over time. Yeah. So anyway, that's my little spiel on
it's good.
Spring water.
Yeah, well, it's a good start. It's one of those 1%ers that we should all be doing, and unfortunately, I don't know if it's just people are naive and don't know, or they're ignorant to the fact that they think, nah, it'll be right. I'll just drink the tap water, and unfortunately, it's been contaminated with these bleachers to make it look clear, with fluoride, which unfortunately is not good for our stomach. It's good for our teeth, but too much of it isn't good for our cells. There's no better way to nourish our body than to get spring water, or at least filtered water, with mineral rocks that are going to give you the magnesiums and the potassiums that our body, the sodium that our body needs to stay hydrated and healthy.
A little phrase to think about is, if you're not drinking filtered water, you are the filter.
Yeah.
And that's what happens with over time. Kind of our body accumulates, stuff from like the different heavy metals that are in food, or the sprays that are on the different foods and things like that. So there's it's minuscule, it's microscopic, but it is there. Just because you can't see things doesn't mean it's not there. So it is so small, but that accumulates over time. And the best way to kind of understand this concept is actually look at a filter. Look at a filter on a dryer, or look at your oil filter, or a water filter, and look at how that builds up, even on your aircons.
Aircon,
that's a really good example. Like the dust is so fine, it's mainly skin cells as well. So they're all kind of coming off us all the time, but we never see them. But you look at your filter after 12 months, you can't even see through it anymore. It's totally, ineffective, because it can't kind of suck or draw that air through it. And we're the same. We are filters, so very important to think about, not having as much toxic stuff come into your body, but also to detoxify on a kind of regular basis as well, to kind of get rid of that stuff that is accumulating in your body. So how we going, Darcy?
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Picked a good line there.
Picked a great line. There's a couple of good lines there, out your mouth and on the calf.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's feeling really good.
You can kind of see the pace, and I kind of took time at the start to get into that depth and to kind of really work right into where that Achilles was attaching onto the bone there,
Yeah.
and then just sort of picked a line of tension and just kind of ploughing through in a way, isn't it? Like with a plough, if you think of a snow plough, you know, you want to kind of pick up all the snow and have it in front of you. So if you kind of go too fast, that snow can kind of, the plough can lift up and miss stuff, you know what I mean? So we want to go through and keep at that same depth so that I'm kind of clearing that line of tension, solidity.
Yeah.
So yeah, it gives your body a chance to receive it and to respond, which is in form of melting.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it just feels really good. I can feel that there's blood, like, it's circulating better. I can feel it going into my arch and into my foot. There's a sense of warmth down there, which, yeah, is just a good sensation. Understanding that the blood's getting through the capillaries and the veins, and it just, yeah, it feels really nice. It's all about flow.
Correct.
Yeah.
You want the flowing water, the moving water.
Yeah.
You don't want to drink from the cesspool,
Yeah.
so to speak. Yeah, you don't want to drink from that.
Yeah. And unfortunately, when water is stagnant, things do become rusty and things do become contaminated, and that's what's happening in the pipes of our drinking water. If you were to go down and observe them and cut them up, that you'd see that you wouldn't even feed your dog that water, yet we're drinking it. You know,
full of algae and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, algae's what bacteria grows. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to our body. Movement is medicine. Keep moving. Move it or lose it. And that's when Ninja was going with the issue with weight and diseases is you lose the ability to perform and squat and throw and jump and climb and all these things that humans should have the ability to do, which, yeah, more than 70% of the population in America doesn't, because they can't do a pull-up, they can't do a dip, they can't do a push-up because they're carrying around and lugging around an extra 50 kilos. Yeah. You know, I'd struggle with that too.
Yeah. They're missing out on some of the pleasures of life, isn't it? Is actually moving, you know, with your own exertion, isn't it?
Yep.
Getting to the top of a mountain on a hike and stuff
Yep.
like that, seeing the sunset or the sunrise.
Yep.
You know, you're doing that yourself. It's very satisfying, and
Yep.
yeah, we kind of celebrate movement. You know, I love to be able to sprint and jump, do these things that are really explosive and dynamic. I get a lot of joy out of that. So, and I think it's like Dar said, move it or lose it.
Yeah.
You know, if you keep on doing sprinting, there's no reason why you have to stop. You know, you know, once you stop and don't do something for 20 or 30 years, it's unrealistic to expect to be able to still be able to perform it.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't practice a language for 20 or 30 years, you kind of, you know, you probably know that it's still there to an extent, but you're going to be bloody rusty. You know, so it's the same with, you know, body.
Yep.
Keep on lifting, keep on moving.
Keep on practicing your body work.
Yeah.
Keep on watching our videos to learn more about it. Oh, it's good.
Good line there too.
Yeah, it's even better, this one.
Yeah.
A bit more lateral, was it?
Yep.
On the outside. I'm loving it.
So you're going to kick a few goals this year, Dar?
Hopefully, mate, that's the plan. I'm
Yeah.
playing forward this round. Hopefully, kick a few goals and they keep me there. Or maybe I don't kick any goals and they move me back into the midfield. Who knows? We'll
Mate,
see.
no, we had a bit of a goal setting session.
Yeah.
Like 2 goals a game, got to get.
Yep. So, 32 goals for the year. That would
Yep.
be for the home and away season. That's the plan. Got to put it out there. You know,
Play
maybe
every game.
Play every game. Stay healthy.
Yeah. Kick 2 goals.
Kick 2 goals.
At least.
Yeah.
You're going to have a few bags of 3 and 4s.
Yeah, I reckon I might have
5s.
I'd love a 6 in there. I haven't kicked 6 since under 16s. I was in Brighton in Victoria, northeast Victoria, a couple of weeks ago, and I was at this footy over watching country footy, and Yeah, the last time I was there, I'd kicked 6. That was the only time I've ever kicked 6.
Well, we'll have to write that down on the whiteboard, I reckon.
Yeah.
6.
6.
6 snags.
6 goals. It's it's pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like kicking. Oh, maybe it's like kicking 4 soccer goals if you want to compare it to that, or it's like having 6 touchdowns in American football. Or like, yeah, it's
Pretty.
tough.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often.
How many points in basketball? You reckon 40-point game?
Probably a 40-point game in basketball.
Yeah.
Maybe more. 40's about right. Yeah, 40's about right. Yeah.
Rub part of this tattoo off. Is that all right?
Yeah, just give it a good old count. You've tried that in the past.
I know, it hasn't bloody worked.
Oh, I'm loving
You're
this.
resilient.
Yeah, they did a good job. Oh,
Skull. It's looking pretty mean, mate. Do people get scared of you when you run out the footy field?
Yeah,
they do. I reckon
yeah.
they would.
Yeah,
Oh, he's got a tiger on his bloody hamstring.
Yeah, I'd be
Gotta
scared.
careful, this bloke.
Yeah. Pretty. I'm not very scary. Too nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna be a bit meaner this year.
Yeah.
Throw a few elbows in there.
What's your best ever sledge that you reckon you've dished out?
Oh.
And then what's the funniest one you've ever copped? I reckon I know that one is.
Yeah, that one's just about me fucking retiring because I'm too old and I was only 21. That was that got me good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe fucking. I don't know. It might have to be a little bit more personal to the person, you know.
Yeah, maybe we can't say that one on YouTube.
Yeah, I just normally say they're ugly or something. You know, that gets them. Oh,
your
bro.
mum's ugly.
Yeah, fuck, you are that ugly. Because they just don't expect it. You know, why are you? Who cares if I'm ugly? I'm on a footy field. It doesn't matter. Oh, you are that ugly. You must be a virgin. You couldn't get a root in a brothel.
That's right.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All good.
Anyway,
Awesome, man. That's feeling really good.
let's keep track of DARS this year. You got to tell us when you get that bag of 6 widths right up on a whiteboard.
Yeah.
I reckon. 32 goals for the year, plays 16 home and away games, plus finals, and he's going to get one bag of 6.
Stay tuned, guys. We'll see if that happens.
Yeah, see how he goes.
Manifestation, hey? Let's see if we can do it.
Get it done.